Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel for another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Rocket and Cosmo 2-pack 6-scale collectible figure set by Hot Toys. This is based off the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 movie, and man do these figures look good, guys. As you can see here, there's Rocket and Cosmo together. Cosmo's the dog. I've grown to love Cosmo over the last one or two Guardians films. I feel like Cosmo had a bigger, better role in this movie than she did in the past film. So that's always great to see a little bit more of that dog. But the real show, the steal of the show in this film was definitely Rocket, because it took place. There was a lot of flashbacks to Rocket's past, and it made me cry. But let's take a better look at this figure. So here in this picture, we see Rocket on that dynamic flight pole with a big gun and a smaller one. It looks to be like a smaller pistol, and then he's holding the bigger shotgun-looking thing in his right hand. And then there is Cosmo in the back on his display stand. In the next picture here, we get a closer look at Rocket. So far, first impressions are really good. This figure looks amazing. I know a lot of people have put a lot of hate on this figure because of the head sculpt. A lot of people say it's recycled, and I'm not going to deny that it, isn't recycled, because it is. But I never had a Rocket in my collection before this, so it's really not that big of a deal to me. I mean, they have a pretty good head sculpt before, so why not just reuse it to save money? If they came out with a whole new head sculpt, I'm pretty sure they would have jacked the price a little bit more. And it's already a 2-pack, so I feel like the price, it would have been a lot more expensive. And it's already pretty expensive for two very small figures. But I love the costume. I love the Inferno jacket look with the blue and the red. We see the Inferno symbol right in his chest piece here, like we do with all the other figures in the line. What I really like about the suit is that shoulder pad. How it sticks out like that. It looks really cool. It looks really intricate. I love the gauntlets on this figure, and I love his tail. It's really cute. But I just love Rocket in this suit. He looks... The figure just looks appealing to me. It looks really appealing. In this picture, we see Rocket and Cosmo kind of having a little convo. Rocket's holding some sort of... I don't know what that is. A voice box or a music box or some sort of device in his hand. I don't really remember what happened in the movie. But he's holding that, and then he's holding his pistol, which looks great. I mean, they're sitting on a rock bed, so Rocket's just kind of chilling. Looking great. The head sculpt could be updated, but again, it's not really a big issue for me because I've never had a Rocket before this, so this will be my first Rocket in the collection. I have no complaints. In this next picture, we have Cosmo here, standing straight up and down in her astronaut-looking suit. I think it's really cool how we're getting a Cosmo. I never would have thought we would have gotten a Cosmo. I think we would have had better chances with a Kraglin. I hope we still get a Kraglin. I think that would be really cool, because I would consider him a Guardian at this point. He took up Yondu's place. And his character development in this third film is also really great as well. He's a big asset to the Guardians. So if we ever get a figure of him, that will be an instant pre-order for me. But this Cosmo looks good. I have no complaints with it. It'll go with Rocket. I'm going to have all my Guardians in one display. So it's going to be really cool. But I think they just did a great job on that little dog statue there. I'm pretty sure it's a statue. I don't think you can pose the arms. Maybe that front arm. Maybe the two in the front you can move around a little bit. It looks like it might be posable, but I know the back ones... Well, we don't really know, do we? We'll find out when we get the figure in hand, but it's pretty much a power pose, which I'm not... I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, I'm not too worried about that. There's not much you can do with Cosmo anyway, so I don't feel like there's anything too wrong about going the route that Hot Toys went. In this next photo, we have a really great pose for Rocket. He's holding his two pistols in the front with his long gun holstered in the back of his team suit there. That's probably what I'm going to do with my Rocket. He's going to look really cool. I just love this suit, guys. I love this outfit on him. He looks really great. I'm excited to get this figure in hand. Rocket's my favorite Guardian, and having him in this suit, it's just going to look great with the rest of the team. So I can't wait to have all these. Here's another picture of Rocket with his long blaster-looking thing. This is also highlighting his boots. It looks like it is a one piece for the boots. It's not going to be a split-cut boot design. It's going to be a singular boot, which I'm totally fine with. At the end of the day, what am I going to do with a Rocket anyway? You know, like, there's not much to do with a Raccoon. I'm not going to be spreading his legs too much. So I'm totally okay with that. I mean, I think it's not too bad of an issue. Like, I know other people have issues with singular boot molds, but I really have no issue with it. I think it depends on the character. It really does. Like, I would never want something like this on a Spider-Man, but for Rocket, it makes sense. Because Rocket's not... He doesn't really... He has very lateral movements, so he doesn't really move around a whole lot. And when he does, it's just normal, so it works for him. In this next photo, we have a closer look at Rocket, standing straight up and down with his blasters in the front and then his gun in the back, again holstered. Just a closer look at the suit. I love that shoulder patch, guys. That shoulder patch is really great. It's just a great suit idea. I'm glad they went with this for this movie. I gotta watch this movie again. I miss it already. And here we have another picture of Rocket. It looks like to be sort of the same pose with the blasters in the front, but it's kind of like, it gives you a little side profile, so you see more of his gauntlets, and you see more of the design on his legs. So he has red striping going down his legs, meeting his boots. He's got a red plate on his gauntlet, some plates on his shoulders. It just looks like a great Rocket figure. I'm very excited for this piece, guys. It looks great. And here in this next picture, we get a nice view of the backside of Rocket, with that blaster being holstered down on his back, holding his pistols. Again, we get a nice view of the tail. Looks great to me. I think the figure looks amazing. Again, the boots look to be just a one-piece only kind of deal here, which is fine by me. It goes with the figure. I'm not sure what the belt is. That might be pleather. It might not be. We'll just have to wait and see. And here we have a closer look at Rocket doing a more dynamic pose, I think. He's, spreading his legs, hunched over, shooting his pistol while also shooting his big gun. Or at least holding his big gun up in the air. I would never pose my Rocket like this. I think he looks better compact in a museum pose with holding the pistols and then having the bigger gun holstered on his backside. But this is cool too, I like it. I don't have an issue with the head sculpt. I don't know why people have to complain about everything. Like, I understand certain things you can complain about. I really don't think Hot Toys needed to have a new head sculpt. I mean, if we really wanted to, we can just grab the second head sculpt from the Endgame Rocket, the Screaming head sculpt, and we can probably plop that on this body. We'll have to see when this thing comes out if we can actually do that, but I don't see why not. But I have no gripes with this figure, guys. This thing looks awesome. I'm excited to get both this and Cosmo in one pack. It's going to be awesome. And here we have both Rocket and Cosmo together. Just like a little family. Looking great, as usual. Love this piece, guys. This set's going to be awesome. Here we have Rocket and Star-Lord together. I did a review on Star-Lord before, so if you want to go check out that video, I'll put the link to that in the description. But man, I love these suits. It looks like it's got a nice rubber material on the knee area too, so you get a good look at that. It looks great. I love these. The suit looks amazing. And here we have a closer picture of Rocket on this rock bed, doing this cool pose, holding both his pistols, going ham. I feel like Rocket's the trigger happy of the group. I remember back in the day when I used to play Skylanders and trigger happy, I would always play with him and go literally trigger happy with the gold guns. This Rocket always reminds me of trigger happy for some reason. He's just so unpredictable and so cute at the same time. He's just a little fluff ball with a lot of anger problems, and I love it. Reminds me of myself. But here we have all the things that come with Rocket. So we got Rocket and Cosmo. The Cosmo is going to be a power pose from what I know. And if you can pose it, it'll be just, minimal posing. I mean, the legs will probably just move side to side, and that's about all. Technically front and back. It'll be lateral towards the body. We have the Rocket's big gun in the back there, so that's always cool, getting weapons. We got the two pistol-looking guns. We got that tech piece. I don't know what that is, but the piece of technology we have there. Comes with the boots. Yeah, it comes with a pretty nice display stand. It's your usual Marvel stand, which I don't mind. It's small enough to, make the figure pop on the shelf, so it just gives the figure its own space to live. And then you get a bunch of hands, like every other Hot Toys figure. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I sure did. I was really looking forward to doing this one. I'm excited to get this set. I think more so than any other Guardians figure, just because I love Rocket so much. I'm very excited to get this thing in hand, and when I do, I will be doing a review on it. So just wait for that. That'll be next year, probably sometime. But again, just like the video, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz, because it really helps the channel grow, and it helps me out a lot. I will be sure to answer all your comments. So yeah, if you want to just help my channel grow and get bigger, like the video and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.